In 2026, if your household income lands just $1 over 400% of the federal poverty level, you can be forced to repay thousands of dollars in ACA premium tax credits at tax time. For a single person, that line is $62,600, so $62,601 wipes out your entire subsidy for the year. I read the fine print, so you don't have to. Stick with me, because I'm going to show you exactly how to check your number and stay safely under it. Here's the number that matters most. For 2026, the cliff sits at 400% of the federal poverty level, which is $62,600 for a single person and $128,600 for a family of 4, based on the 2025 poverty guidelines used for ACA coverage. Below that line, you can get real help with premiums. $1 above it and you get nothing at all. From 2021 through 2025, the American Rescue Plan and Inflation Reduction Act temporarily removed this cap, so nobody paid more than a set share of income for a benchmark plan. In 2026, those enhancements were not extended, so the old pre-2021 cliff returned, meaning anyone earning more than 400% of poverty gets no subsidy at all, no matter how expensive their coverage is. To see what's at stake, Premier Health Solutions modeled average annual premiums for subsidized enrollees at $1,904 in 2026, up from $888 in 2025, reflecting a roughly 26% carrier side increase across the federal exchange. If you accidentally cross the cliff, you don't just lose that help going forward. You owe back every dollar of credit already applied to your monthly premiums as a lump sum tax bill. Your first move is to find your own cliff. Use a 2026 ACA income limits chart or an official subsidy calculator built on the 2025 poverty guidelines, and look up the 400% figure for your household size. For example, $62,600 for one person, or $106,600 for a family of 3. Then subtract your projected income from that number so you know exactly how much buffer you have before you fall off the edge. Here's where most people trip. ACA eligibility isn't based on your salary or take-home pay. It uses modified adjusted gross income, which starts with your adjusted gross income and then adds back items like tax-exempt interest, non-taxable Social Security benefits, and excluded foreign income. Households that estimate on salary alone often underestimate their income, especially with investment gains, side business profit, or a one-time bonus or asset sale. GoodRx explains that if your actual income comes in higher than expected, the IRS recalculates your subsidy, and you can owe a bigger tax bill later. So a single person who estimated $62,000 but actually earned $63,000 goes from qualifying to owing back the entire year's premium assistance because there is no partial help above the line. That's why $1,000 of drift can cost you thousands. Your second move is the most controllable one. In 2026, a traditional IRA contribution can be up to $7,000 under age 50 or $8,000 at age 50 and over, and these lower your Magi dollar for dollar within IRS limits. If you have a qualifying high-deductible plan, you can also add up to $4,300 for individual or $8,550 for family HSA coverage in 2026, further reducing Magi. These are general figures, not personal advice, so check the current IRS limits and your own eligibility before you contribute. Before I get to the biggest mistake people make, which is the most counterintuitive piece of this, here's the third move. Monitor your income all year, not just at tax time. Log into your healthcare.gov or state marketplace account and update your income estimate whenever things shift, and keep a running year-to-date Magi tally that includes side income, interest, and any planned Roth conversions or asset sales. If this is useful, subscribe. The next breakdown is already coming. The most counterintuitive mistake is assuming the cliff works like tax brackets with a gentle phase-out, when in reality, crossing it by a single dollar erases the entire subsidy and triggers a full clawback. The second common error is forgetting one-time events like a bonus, a Roth conversion, or selling an asset, which can quietly blow past your estimate. Waiting until you file to add it all up is how a surprise four-figure bill happens. Think about someone 8 years from Medicare who occasionally drifts over the line. Losing roughly $2,000 a year in ACA subsidies, based on the modeled 2026 average, works out to about $16,000 over those 8 years, plus repaying credits in any year they cross. That's an illustrative extrapolation, not a formal projection. But it shows why staying under the line every year is worth real planning. Let's recap fast. Find your household's 400% poverty cliff, compare it to your projected MAGI, and build in a buffer of a few $1,000s. Then use pre-tax IRA and HSA contributions to pull your MAGI down and track your income every month so a one-time event doesn't push you over without warning. If you're anywhere near that 400% line, run your number this week and give yourself a cushion before December closes out your income. Next, I'm covering how Roth conversions can secretly wreck your ACA subsidy and the timing that keeps you safe. If you want to catch that, subscribe so you don't miss it.